This is Delhi. Please stand by for our next program. This is All India Radio. Welcome tomorrow. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, presents the science serial Welcome Tomorrow, based on myriad facets of artificial intelligence. Time now to listen to the 25th episode entitled The Shadowy Depths of Mind.
Sorry, Mihir. I had to call you at this hour of the night.
No issues, Doc. Duty is duty after all.
Yes, of course. Duty is above everything. But I thought that your nature of duty doesn't include on-call duties at such small hours of the night.
The world has changed, Doc.
Well, Mihir, you can call me Abhik.
Thank you so much, Doc. Abhik. So, Abhik, as you can understand, the world is less human these days. And so we, the engineers, are required to bring machines back to life at any odd hours.
Well said, well said. The world is less human these days. But I have had very little exposure to subhuman lives.
Sorry for interrupting you, but you can also say superhuman lives.
Superhuman? Do you really mean that?
Of course, Abhik. The lifeless body to your right deceived you because it looks like a normal young man on the street, right?
Ah, yes.
You would have been misled similarly if you had seen it in action.
So, where is the superhuman part? It's all like other human beings.
You will be able to notice it only when it accepts an assignment that will be thought impossible to complete by a normal human.
Did this man, machine, do anything like that?
Exactly so, Abhik. It would have successfully completed the same had its decision forest not failed it.
They were in a forest, you mean?
Well, by forest I'm referring to the labyrinths of his logic system that even we are unable to track these days.
Hold on. I myself feel like left in a jungle. I can guess that you are referring to some level of artificial intelligence that drives these robots.
Let us not fret over the terms, Abhik. Alright? Tell me please, does the human being have any chance of surviving?
Mihir, you know this fellow by any chance, huh?
Not at all. Just curious.
From the first glance, it doesn't look hopeful. The head that have been badly damaged. In fact, I'm worried about a possible brain dead situation, huh?
Abhik, I'm really sorry to hear that.
But the essential supports will have to be provided in any case. I had issued my instructions before you arrived. The arrangement will be here soon.
But why put him here, in this isolated room? You could have arranged everything in your usual trauma care. I mean, something of that sort must be there in your hospital, right?
Well, you're right, but let me share something that is secret. Beyond our routine diagnosis and treatment exercise, we also look forward to something that offers the chance to do research.
You want to do research with this human body, but the relatives?
Mihir, hold on. I shared our intention with you, hoping that you will not be leaking it out.
Abhik, that is assured. But tell me, how would you explain the case to the relatives of this patient?
Research does not necessarily mean doing something complete unusual to the patient. We would follow the standard norms but expand our range of treatment. Try a few things that we generally don't attempt. There is some advantage as far as relatives are concerned.
Advantage? But Abhik, what advantage?
Mihir, we found no identity proof on the body of this patient. Not even a word written anywhere. It was easier with the robot, of course. The number on the neck revealed everything.
Oh.
It was easy to know who the manufacturer was. Thus, I could contact you.
All right, all right.
But there was no hell with the body. The face has also been distorted, and hence we could not search the net with the facial image. So, you see, there are no relatives till now.
I assume that your research has already started.
Well, the observation is in progress. The fellow with the computer in the corner is preparing a document with these observations. There are two other physicians in my team, Dr. Nair and Dr. Srilata.
Oh, I see, I see.
But what about your robot? Would you like to take it to your workshop?
See, Abhik, I cannot do anything at this hour of the night. And further, our workshop is undergoing some facelift.
Okay.
So there is not much room. Can I ask you for a favor?
Oh, please go ahead, my friend.
Could you please allow the robot to be kept here for another maybe 2 days? No. I won't extend that period. You can trust me. Just 2 more days.
Oh, well, Mihir, it's a bit unusual, but okay. Still, I'll try to manage. We are not allowing any more bed in this room, and so it can remain there. I shall instruct the staff. No problem.
Thank you, Abhik. Thank you so much for everything. I shall take your leave now. I have a hectic day tomorrow. Training session for the fresh batch of engineers going on right now. And I'm in charge, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
understand.
Right. I can understand. Get going. You need some rest.
Yeah.
See you after a couple of days.
Bye. I shall remain in touch. And take care.
Yes, you too. Bye. Take care.
Sir, Arun will be late today.
Late? But what great responsibility has fallen on his shoulders?
Actually, sir, his father is suffering from some nerve-related disease. It's a
Oh.
chronic one. Arun has to take him to clinic every 15 days for checkup and advice.
I see. Nerves. A very important part of our intelligence. And you know, without nerves functioning properly, you neither see nor hear, nor can feel with your skin. The nervous system in a human being is so complex that it continues to elude the best scientists of the world.
Sir,
Yes.
can't we make a simple version of this system and plant it in a robot?
Easier said than done, Raghu. Easier said than done. You will be put to a serious test when you will be asked to decide which part to include in the simpler system and which to discard. The whole thing is so neatly tied and the parts are so interdependent that you will be left completely confused.
Sir, Lily was telling me that a great deal of progress has been made in making artificial neuron making and connecting them.
Sir, I just happened to read an article in an online journal. The author, of course, says that the possibilities that appeared very bright in the last century have not materialized yet.
Sir,
Yes, Raghu.
do we put all the instructions in the intelligence system of the robot, or should we let it learn by itself?
Such a beautiful bouquet of questions. I really appreciate your focus on the subject and your queries.
Thank you, sir.
You see, what Lily is referring to is called Artificial Neural Network, or ANN in short. This is being put to use in every aspect of sensory perception as well as intelligence building.
That means the breaking point is near enough. I mean, there will soon be a machine that will surpass its builder in intelligence.
Lily, I do not think that the situation offers so much hope. True that we are building a good number of intelligent robots every year, but I'm still suspicious. It is not so easy to equal or surpass human intelligence.
You all are right and wrong. You
what,
see?
sir?
It's both right as well as wrong. You see, intelligence software can simply crush the best competitors in games like chess or Go, but when it comes to language, reasoning, or what you call common sense, they are not even equal to 4 or 5-year-old human babies.
But sir, machines are learning on their own.
Yes, sir, machine learning. Plus, this learning is being carried on at a deeper level.
That is why the term deep learning is being used.
Yes.
You have to understand that we humans are trying to achieve too much in too little a time. That is itself mind-boggling. Think of our evolution. Modern humans appeared on this planet a few 100,000 years ago. Agreed that we had some innate abilities, but it still took a lot of time to master faculties that can keep us alive on Earth.
Sir, does that mean we will require a similar stretch of time to bring up machines to the level of intelligent humans?
Lily, I did not mean to say that.
Okay.
You see, as computers are becoming more powerful, the ANNs are benefiting from the increased computing power. Along with that, we are able to collect huge amount of data as well. Something like Google was not there 3 decades ago. But now with such fantastic search engines, we can not only collect simple bits of information, but have beautiful images that can help in training robots as well.
That means the machine are learning in a better way.
Yes, it is a different approach altogether, Nidhi. Think of the days when artificial intelligence was just making its appearance on the scene. Those were the days of symbolic AI. Pioneers like Marvin Minsky said that it is the responsibility of the programmer to explicitly program the algorithm by which the system operates. You see, ANN has changed the approach. Here the system learns from the data. Since the end of the 1980s, ANNs are being inspired by advances in neurosciences. Deep networks and modern ANNs require very little human intervention. They learn from bits of data.
So, has this company made anything in this regard? I mean, something that can be called groundbreaking?
Yes, sir. I'm also eager to know that. You enjoy so much reputation in the market. What is the secret?
Don't say you, say we enjoy.
Okay.
You see, you all are part of this company now. Yes, of course, there are some secrets that every company guards zealously. We are no exception. However, I do not have the right to divulge it in this class. As you get integrated with our system, you will also get to know those secrets.
Okay, sir, at least tell us whether our company is in a position to produce highly intelligent cyborgs that we see in the films.
Raghu, you are an engineer, not an ordinary moviegoer.
No, sir.
So, if you want to be hopeful, then you must build your hopes on solid foundation. The progress in general in the field of AI has been amazing in recent years. Our company, however, has taken a different approach to make machine learning faster. Not only that, we are almost on the verge of overcoming some hurdles that none of our competitors are even close to doing. Excuse me, trainees. I have to take this call. This is a very important one. Yes, hello. This is Mihir speaking. Who is this? Ah, Dr. Nair. Lovely to hear your voice. Where? From the hospital. Right, Dr. Nair. All right. Tell me, please, anything has happened? What? You must be joking. But how could this happen? I mean, okay. I'm coming. Just give me half an hour. I shall be there soon. I'll be there. Bye.
Sir, what happened, sir? Anything wrong? You're looking very nervous.
Yeah.
How could this happen? How could this happen that too so early?
Sir, are you okay? Shall I fetch you some water?
No, I'm all right. I'm sorry. Listen, girls, will have to go to the hospital now.
Sir, any relative of yours admitted there, sir? Shall we accompany you?
Thank you, Lily. Thank you for your concern, but that won't be required. But how could this happen so early?
Sir, I think that one of us at least should accompany you, huh?
I can go. Nidhi can give me the notes from the other classes later on.
Yeah, sure.
Please don't say no, sir. We are quite worried from the way you look.
She's right, sir.
You want to go with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. All right. We shall have to be fast. Come on, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Please, sir, take care, sir.
Take care,
Lily,
sir.
please
Bye.
take care of sir.
Yeah. Sir, I can understand that you are very stressed, but I think you could lessen the pressure on your mind by sharing your worries.
Lily, it is not about a human being that I'm worried for. Dr. Nair called me to say that one of our intelligent robot is missing from the hospital.
Robot? Was it put on some special duty, sir?
No, it was traveling in a vehicle on some special assignment with a human being. They suffered a heavy accident on the way. A truck driver passing by noticed them and brought the two bodies to the hospital, believing that both of them are humans.
That is unusual, sir. You mean to say that all the expression of the machine resembles that of a human?
Both had lost their senses, so no question of expression actually. But yes, the face and the structure of the robot is a perfect copy of a young man of, say, 30 years.
Oh.
So the doctor in charge was also misled in believing that it is indeed a human.
So they tried to treat it as they do with humans.
Yes, actually, Dr. Abhik could understand pretty soon that it is a machine. He's a smart guy, actually. He called me and I had requested to keep it for a couple of days. He had agreed, but,
Then what, sir?
well, we have reached the hospital. You will know everything once we meet Dr. Nair.
Okay, sir.
Ah, you have come. Who's this lady accompanying you?
She's Lily, sir, a new recruit of our company.
Hello, sir.
Hello. This matter has taken a serious turn, Mr. Mihir. Can I discuss it in her presence?
Yes, Dr. Nair, please go ahead. She's a part of our company now, and please just call me Mihir.
I cannot understand what is happening. Both the human body and your machine has disappeared.
But when did you notice that, Doctor?
In the morning today. Abhik and Varun are on leave today. As I entered the hospital, the sister rushed towards me. She was weeping. She could not tell anyone about it since we had cautioned them about leaking out any news regarding this. Even the superintendent is not informed yet.
No clue whatever regarding what had taken place?
No clue, Mihik. Nothing. Wait a minute. I have to give some advice to the family of the patient.
Sure, Dr. Nair.
You wait here. I shall return in a couple of minutes, okay?
Right, Dr. Nair, right. Please take your time. We shall wait over here.
Sir, I'm dying of suspense now. Please tell me what happened.
You heard what Dr. Nair said.
Yeah.
The two have disappeared.
Sir, tell me something. Are you totally ignorant about the human body? I have a hunch that you... Calm down, sir. You are a leader in your professional field. There is nothing that can unnerve you. Please share what you know. I'm a fresher, I know. But still, sometimes any odd individual can suggest something.
Yes, I know the man. He is called Lokesh. He works as a scientific assistant in a big laboratory and he is ambitious.
What is the problem with that, sir? Everyone is ambitious in today's world.
You might know that around 200 kilometers from here there is a hill with a flat top.
Of course I know. It's surrounded by a thick forest. I have also heard that very few people enter the zone because of poisonous reptiles and some species of...
Right, Lily. And some type of plants which are also very poisonous. The leaves itself can deliver a lethal blow if those come in contact with some open wound on the body. But Anirban, the robot, and Lokesh, the human, had tried to go deep into the jungle and climb the hill.
Why? Why so?
Well, it is believed that there is a crater on the top of the hill and that is created by an impact with an asteroid. One geologist had surveyed the area from a helicopter around 5 years ago and he confirmed the fact. He had also said something that interested Lokesh very much.
Told what?
Told that the crater might contain some exclusive element, some metal that is not found on Earth. And in an interview to a local newspaper, he also said that such metals could become a wonder drug if properly used in solutions.
This sounds rubbish to me, sir. How can a geologist come to a conclusion like this?
You might well be correct, but Lokesh remembered the words of the geologist very well. It created a tension in his head for a gold rush.
Gold? Gold, sir? You just said that it could be some exotic material.
I'm talking of a human's eternal thirst for money and riches, Lily. He wanted to find the metal, use it to prepare some wonder drug, and hoped to open a company to trade with that.
It looks that things are being put in place. You mean to say, sir, that Lokesh influenced the intelligent robot and made the machine greedy as well? And oh, I can't believe this. Both were on Gold Rush.
Exactly, Lily. And on their way to that supposed gold rush, that's when they suffered that unfortunate and fatal accident.
Okay, I'm back. Huh? What do you make out of all this, Mihir? We are in deep trouble now.
I can understand, sir. Just tell me, did Abhik work overnight in the room? I mean, did he enter a lot of information in the computer about that injured man?
Yes, he did. He's used to doing so. That old-fashioned desktop computer is still his absolute favorite. He won't touch our modern computers. But why do you ask about that?
Sir, are you feeling uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable? Are you feeling unwell?
No, Dr. Naya, it's all right. Our machine has done something revolutionary. It has treated and brought a man, or should I say a human being, back to life all on its own.
What nonsense are you talking? Have you gone mad? Crazy?
No, Dr. Naya, I'm perfectly in my senses. You will be glad to know that we had built Anirban, our robot, with the potential to be of medical help in space adventures. Somehow our contract was cancelled and the training was not given to the machine. But I did not destroy that potential. I kept it in a hibernated state. It was requisitioned by a well-known scientific laboratory later on, and we had rented it out for a period of 10 years.
You mean to say that the period of hibernation is over now?
I'm a bit puzzled myself, actually, Dr. Naya, but I can guess something.
Guess what, sir?
Anirban has no problem in reading information from a computer. All the information that Dr. Abhik must have entered was read and assimilated in a fraction of a second. I'm clueless about how its own fault was repaired, but I'm sure about the operation done on the human body.
This is plain rubbish. A neurosurgery like the one needed by the men is not child's play.
I fully agree with you, sir, but I also know that the impossible has happened overnight. It's called deep learning by a machine, and the eureka moment we knew would take place beyond our notice.
Okay.
Where do you think they are now?
Towards the west, about 200 kilometers from here.
What are you speaking? Have you seen them? Tell me in detail. We might have to inform the police.
The eureka moment has arrived a lot earlier than we expected. A lot earlier. I knew it would come.
Sir, please tell Dr. Nair about how to find them.
Mihir, we could be in trouble. Please tell me everything.
Yes, sure.
Welcome tomorrow. You were listening to the 25th episode of the science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar. The title of the episode was The Shadowy Depths of Mind. The episode was scripted by Dr. Manas Pratimdas. Concept and coordination, Dr. Nakul Parashar and Dr. Birendra Kumar Tyagi. The episode was directed by Pankaj Pati Pathak. Assistance in production by Fiza Chaudhary. The participants were Nikhil Diwan, Surbhi Verma, Vaibhav Srivastav, Manal Saeed, and Jaideep Singh. Do stay tuned. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky listener will get an attractive prize from Vigyan Prasar. The first question is, what is the meaning of deep learning? I repeat, what is the meaning of deep learning? And the second question is, in the context of AI, what is neural network? I repeat, in the context of AI, what is neural network? You can send in your answers by simple post to this address: Science Serial Welcome Tomorrow, Vigyan Prasar, A50 Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida, Pin Code 201309. I repeat, Science Serial Welcome Tomorrow, Vigyan Prasar, A50 Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida, Pin Code 201309. You can also write to us on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. I repeat, radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Do write your full name and address along with the answers. And yes, if you send us any question which gets included in our program, you will get a prize from Vigyan Prasar for that too. So do not hesitate to write to us, even if it is a simple query. We will be back again with our next episode of the Science Serial Welcome Tomorrow. Same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye. This broadcast came to you from All India Radio, Delhi.